Researchers at Imperial College London spent a decade building a hypothesis on antimicrobial resistance, and then Google's AI arrived at that exact same hypothesis in a fraction of a time. This is not a random statement, it's an actual fact published in a peer-reviewed study by Nature on the same day Google made this announcement. Google's I/O 2026 just happened, and if you're a researcher, a PhD student, or anyone doing scientific research, then there's a lot happening in the world right now that you need to know about. So in this video, I'm going to share everything that was launched in the summit specifically for researchers. So without further delay, let's get started. Hi, welcome back. I am Neha Agrawal. I'm the founder of WiseUp. If you're new here, this channel is all about helping students and researchers publish their research paper and use AI tools smarter. So subscribe if that sounds like your kind of content. The headline launch at the Google I/O 2026 is called Gemini for Science. And this is honestly one of the most ambitious things that Google has ever announced for the researcher community. It consists of a suite of agentic AI tools, which means they aren't just chatbots that you can talk to, but these are tools that can take actions, run processes, and work through problems on your behalf. It covers the full literature review workflow, right from idea generation all the way to literature synthesis. It consists of 3 tools which are bundled inside it, and I'm going to walk you through each one of them and what they can do because they are quite different from each other. The first tool is hypothesis generation, and it's built under something called as co-scientist. Now the problem that it's solving is quite real, that millions of papers are being published every year, and it's not possible for a researcher to go through all of them and make sense of them. So what this tool does is that it collaborates with you to define a research challenge, and then it runs something called as an idea tournament. Basically, multiple AI agents generate competing hypotheses, debate them, score them based on novelty and feasibility, and then surface the best possible hypothesis for you. Every claim is backed by verified, clickable citations which you can go through, and then you can continue to chat with the agent to further refine your ideas. Stanford School of Medicine used this tool to identify a drug called vorinostat. It's an FDA-approved anti-cancer drug used for the treatment of liver fibrosis. The idea for this drug came from this tool. This is what I mean when I shared that Imperial College London story with you at the beginning of the video. These are real scientific outputs being generated by these kind of AI tools every single day. The second tool is computational discovery, and this is going to be most useful to you if you're involved in any kind of computational or quantitative research. It's built on AlphaEvolve and something called as ERA, Empirical Research Assistant. What it does is that it runs and tests thousands of code variations in parallel, basically removing the bottleneck on hypothesis testing. Now, during COVID-19, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, ran a forecasting operation with dozens of expert teams in the US to predict COVID-19 hospitalization rates. This was when this AI tool does not exist. But when tested on similar parameters, ERA didn't just beat the CDC's model, it generated 14 separate models that actually outperformed it. So that's the power of AI that we are actually talking about. Now, if you wish to learn which are these AI tools that you can utilize for your research project, or if you wish to learn from scratch how to write and publish a research paper, then you can join me for one of my 2 courses, Master AI Tools for Research or A to Z of Research Writing and Presentation. I've put the link and discount coupon in the description below for you. Now the third tool is Literature Insights, and this is built with NotebookLM, which a lot of you might be using. I've made a separate video on how to use NotebookLM for researchers, which you can check out here. Now, Literature Insights is essentially an AI-powered intelligence layer for the literature review phase of your research. You can search scientific literature and then have results structured into tables with custom columns that you define. You can also chat with the entire corpus of your literature and then uncover nuances and find research gaps. And using NotebookLM's features, you can also generate reports, slide decks, infographics, audio overviews, video overviews, all from that literature. Now, all these three tools, hypothesis generation, computational discovery, and literature insights, are in gradual rollout. They are not fully open yet, but if you want early access to these tools, then you can register on this link and be one of the first ones to test out these tools. I've registered myself. You can do that too. I've shared the link in the description below as well. Now let's talk about 3 other AI tools that Google has launched for research paper writing and submission, something that never existed before. The first one is something called as PAT, Paper Assistant Tool. This tool gives you automated actionable feedback on your manuscript. PAT flags clarity issues, technical gaps, strengths and weaknesses, and even runs a deep literature review to catch any latest literature that you might have missed. It's already been piloted at top international conferences like ICML, STOCK, and now NEUR IPS 2026. Now, alongside that, the next tool is Scholar Peer, which is an automated peer review agent. Now, how Scholar Peer is different from PAT is that it evaluates your manuscript in the same manner like a peer reviewer would. So it does a literature review first, then assesses how your paper positions itself relative to existing work, flags novelty gaps, and it can even evaluate your diagrams. It also does a live web search, so it's working with current ongoing literature instead of a frozen snapshot of previous studies. And then there is Paper Whiz Agent, and this is for anyone who's ever struggled to create scientific diagrams. You give it the methodology from your data, and then it generates clean publication quality academic illustrations like conceptual diagrams, statistical figures, and system architecture diagrams. It's open source right now, so if you want to try it out, I've put the GitHub link in the description below for you. So this is what I wanted to share with you about the recent launches at the Google I/O 2026. Even though some of these tools are not rolled out yet, but it's very important to keep ourselves updated as to what are all the tools that are being launched for us, for our researcher community. Now, if you wish to know the AI tools that you can actually use for your research, which ones suit your research needs and your budgets best, and how to utilize them step by step through live demos, then you can join me for my course on Master AI Tools for Research. And if you wish to learn from scratch how to choose a research topic, how to write each and every section of a research paper, how to avoid plagiarism, and how to publish your work in top impact factor journals, then you can join me for my course on A to Z of research writing and presentation. I've put the link to both of them in the description below for you. Now, if you want me to keep you updated with any new AI tools that are launched for researchers, then comment new AI tool and I will share one with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.